Hey guys, what's up? How are you? Welcome to a new episode of Collectibles in My Closet. And as you can see here, I really don't tend to do the Hasbro 6-inch Black Series adult collectible, vintage or modern style figures or reviews on them, but I do collect them. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do another highlight video of the ones that I picked up recently or as of recently, and we'll talk a little bit about them, and I'll show you in more detailed look about what they look like up close. I'll not really go through the articulation, but show you what they bring and what I think of them as far as detail and as far as paint scheme or even the paint print of the photo reel on the faces. So here you go. Here's the lot that I have, and we'll start off one at a time. So here we go. So we'll start things off with none other than the Luke Skywalker Yavin ceremony attire, which is basically the Luke Skywalker that came and that was at present at the end of A New Hope, after he made the successful targeted with the X-Wing fighter missiles to destroy the Death Star, and he was awarded with that from Princess Leia at the time, him not knowing that she was also his sister. So this is the packaging comes with, because I got the one that was the exclusive, I believe, to the overseas con. This is the inside, as you guys all know, and then this is the backdrop with some nice window, with some nice artwork of, I think was what was a comic book that they did for this, which is called Skywalker Strikes, if I'm not mistaken. And you can read here in the little bio where it says, Luke Skywalker and the ragtag rebels opposing the Galactic Empire are fresh off their biggest victory so far, the destruction of the massive Death Star. But the Empire not toppled yet. When a rebel assault goes wrong, Han and Leia must think fast to make their escape, while Luke comes face to face with Darth Vader. In the explosive aftermath, a humbled Luke returns to Tatooine to learn more about his mentor, Obi-Wan Kenobi. And the packaging is quite nice, as you can see. Really nice. As Velcro, Velcro opening. And this I was able to order from, I think it was Dorkside Toys. But at the same time, it also started showing up right there shortly after on the GameStops. All the local GameStops had them. So you might ask, well, why don't I have the old school, Tatooine Luke when he's in his attire, when he, and he's with his uncle and stuff? Well, because this Luke that came with that set brought these extra accessories that were basically when Luke was practicing inside the Millennium Falcon with Obi-Wan. Here's the, targeting, what you would call practice sphere, that will shoot targets at him, and it comes with this nice little stand to place it top next to him. And then you see how it comes with the helmet, which is done really nice, and really nice paint work to it. The visor in the front where it's gray because he's blindsided. Now this is the lightsaber that came with him, because for some reason the newer lightsabers are coming a lot thicker, and I think they made them this way so that they won't break here at the hinge, since you can pop them in and out of the lightsaber holsters to place them here on the side. So I changed it for this so that I can show it to you, because this blast effect piece that's supposed to be from this shooting at him does not hold on the original lightsaber that came with him, because the original lightsaber, if you guys notice, and you can see from the video so far, is very, very, what you call it, thin in comparison. So it does not hold. It will not clip on that piece because this is very thin. So Luke Skywalker, ceremony Luke Skywalker, okay, let's get it right, actually comes with other accessories, which he comes with this, the Book of the Jedi Secrets, which I think is really nicely done, as you can see, but you can't open it. It's just there with some etching, which I assume is Jedi text lingo, an ancient Jedi lingo, right? And religion, from their religion. And then he comes with this nice also piece. It looks almost like a suitcase or a stone with some text as well in it. I don't know what this is from. I have a feeling this might be from one of the comic books. So anybody that may know, please leave that in the comments down below and let me know. And here is Ceremony Luke. And I will say this Ceremony Luke that comes with this set here does not come with the medallion that he gets from his sister. The reason why I got the medallion is because I bought another Luke that was also in my local GameStop, where he came like this, single card, and he wasn't the collector's edition. And I basically took this and I sold the other Luke, you know, like this, with just his blaster, not the, you know, ceremony medallion, because he didn't care about it. So I was like, cool. And then here is his sculpt. I think this is the best Mark Hamill likeness we've gotten so far. It looks really, really nice. Beautiful paint job, I think, and the scan work of the photoreal is really fabulous. And as you see when you turn his head, you see that the neck has the double ball joints that they're using now, which gives you a nice range for tilt and head movement. The jacket looks really nice in yellow with the black shirt, the belt, what looks to be reused Han Solo pants from the other Han Solo with the black boots, with the details all in there with the sheen and the matte coloring. And then of course he comes with his you know, blaster of sort, you know, like so, and he looks quite nice. So I was lucky enough to get my hands on him. He was a little more expensive, obviously, to Dork Side. He was $40, but he's that price also in local GameStop stores. But that Ceremony Luke was a long-awaited one that people have been wanting for quite some time, because he is part of the vintage as well that people love. And I'm glad we got him finally. And the photo tech is really nice. And you know, I'm glad that he's here. And you know, if you guys want to see a comparison of how different in disparity the faces look, I could just pull off his mask and face here, and I can put them side by side. You can see for yourself the massive difference, and you can see there, this one looks more like real life Luke. This looks more like an animated cartoon version of Luke. And this is the one that came with the land speeder, and I thought it was quite good when it came out. And looking at it now, it's night and day. And I know the heads look bigger, but they're about the same size. They're not any bigger. So we'll move right along, and we'll jump in now into the next figure that we're gonna see. And we have here the long-awaited Wedge Antilles, which is one of Luke's friends that he grew up with, that became also a Rebel pilot. And he has also been a long-awaited figure, even though it took him very long to come. It's kind of surprising because 90% of his body parts in the buck of the actual figure itself is, you know, 90% reuse of Luke's TIE Fighter outfit. So here's the traditional box. Here's him in the front, Wedge over here, and then in the back it says the little bios for him, which says, and I read like this: a talented young rebel pilot from Corellia, Wedge Antilles, survived the attack of the first Death Star to become a respected veteran of a rogue squadron. So that's his bio. Boom, there it is. And then let's take a quick look at, boom, none other than Wedge himself. And here he is. And we'll get a closer look at him. And he is really, really nice. Nicely painted. His biggest difference is obviously in his helmet, the design, the color scheme. It's a green, darker green. With some nice paint work and model dirt work, like, blast effects and, from, shot and stuff like that, and the gases that come from the smoke when they get shot at, inside the cockpit of the X-Wing fighters. Here's this blaster, really nice. I don't think we've seen this one before, but we might have. And then I believe the orange is the same color. This might be a little different. I'm not sure. I don't remember. I don't have the X-Wing look on hand, but the color paint is really nice with the white vest and the straps all in the silver gray and the pipes here. And then to look at his face, you just pop the head off and here's his face, which looks very much like the actual Wedge real life person counterpart. As you can see, okay, let's see if we can do it this way. Let's see if it'll work this way. There it is. Even the brown hazel eyes look pretty, almost lifelike with that sheen in them. Nicely done hair. Looks really good. And in all of his glory, Wedge is very simple design, simple figure to have been brought out, and he looks good. And he definitely belongs in the series and in the collection, because he was long awaited. Let's get him focused here. Boom, as you can see. And we'll spin him around one time here, just so that we can take a quick look at him in all of his glory. Like if we had a turntable swivel. And there's a nice look at him right there. Boom. And there is Wedge. So, moving right along. Here we have Clone Commander Obi-Wan, and he is definitely a figure out of left field. He was a Walgreens exclusive, something that people would probably thought they would not get. He is absolutely really incredible looking. He is from the, I believe, Rebel Clone Wars cartoon, I think, or Rebels cartoon, or Clone Wars. And he looks pretty spectacular. His face print of Ewan McGregor, the real live actor, is really second to none, as you can see there. With the red hair, looking very much like Obi-Wan. With the blue eyes and his beard. Really nice, armor of a trooper with the soft goods and cloth around them in brown of a Jedi. Here's with his saber all the way down to his boots. Although all this old stormtrooper buck kind of hinders some of his movement because of the fact that he has this type of design, and the way his cloth is pinched in the back is really nice and really cool looking. But he's a beautiful looking figure. He looks fantastic. And he's a Walgreens exclusive, and he is, you know, something really nice to have. And he also came with this nice Star Wars Black Series collectible stand that some of them are bringing. I think the Jedi Luke from the Walmart exclusive also brings it, and he looks really nice. He has really nice, that brown and the white really pop, and with the soft goods it just takes the figure to a really nice level of height of a premium feel, even though, you know, he's more in the $20 to $25 range. But still, you know, for collectibles, this is more for, you know, adult collectibles, obviously. So we'll put him here, and I'll give him a quick turnaround so you can see in all this awesomeness glory. There you go. The stand works well with him too. There he is, and that's Commander Clone Trooper Obi-Wan Kenobi. So I don't have his box because I got rid of it, because I'm not a mint on box type of collector, and I threw it out, so I can't really read you the bios, but I threw it out, so I'm sorry about that. Let's move it right along. And here we have, from the brand new Disney Plus, quote unquote, right, Star Wars TV series, The Mandalorian, we have the beautiful MMA fighter, right? Cara Dune, played by the MMA fighter, forget her real name, with her face print technology, as you can see here. There it is. And she's a really nice figure, one of the nicest figures to have that representation of Star Wars, you know, but with a modern take. Really nicely colored. Let me show you guys her box real quick. Here's her picture in the box, obviously. Her. Right there. This is Cara Dune there. Star Wars Black Series, obviously. And her bios, which reads, as so, a veteran of the Galactic Civil War who fought for the rebellion, Cara Dune is a seasoned warrior who has put her days of military discipline behind her, and now has reinvented herself as a mercenary. So now she's a mercenary. Very nice. And again, we'll take her off the base, bring her up here close. I'll move this so that it can focus better. And here's a look at Cara. How Cara Dune's character more up close and personal, right? So to speak. Here we go. There we go. And I like the sheen they're using in the eyes to make it look like if their eyes are actually, you know, she even has a tattoo there on the cheek and the tattoo here on her arm. Look at how well painted, and the details and design with that teal blue, the grays, really nice curvatures to make her look really menacing and also very sexy at the same time. Her blaster in the hilt, this really nice space double barrel rifle or machine gun, maybe. She still hasn't been introduced in the show, so I don't know what role she played, but really nice blade and knife. Here you go, survival knife. Her gauntlet, her gloves, the way her hairstyle is, with the braid going down there, the protector on collars, on her collar, the belt coming across with the silvers and the belt buckle, knee plates. You see all this little intricate detail painted, and the paint job, even her gray boots. The paint, for the most part, is very clean. Very nicely done and very clean. So I think she's really, really an awesome figure. Really beautiful looking. And what we'll do now is we'll turn her around here real quick so that you guys can see her one more time. Turning her around like so. As you can see, she's one of the newer figures, like I said, from The Mandalorian. Put that there. And I think she looks great. She's really nice. I'm glad I got her. I'm glad they made her. And I'm looking forward to seeing more characters from the new Mandalorian Disney Plus TV series. So, next we have another Mandalorian new character, but looks very, very familiar, which is IG-11 instead of IG-88. And I also don't have his box, as I got happy, took it out, broke it out of the box, and just threw it out. And I didn't think I would showcase the newer figures I have, but let's take a closer look at him. So, he basically has the same exact body of the original IG-88. All this here is reused. The only thing you'll see new here is obviously the paint job they gave him, this brand new double-sided holster and a bandolier, one which houses his rifle. As you can see, he does not come with a scalpel, hatchet or axe or whatever you call it, and then the blaster rifle. But the paint job is really done nicely. He matches the Mandalorian himself really well. He has those coppers and those dark browns and light browns over here as well, going down with the black on his legs with all the intricate little details, with the nice, rubber holes, and the nice gunmetal black and gunmetal silvers with the washes and the scrapes and stuff, like he's been through battle. And in the first episode, he really kicked some serious booty and culo with the Mandalorian himself. Same type of detail, even the paint job in there, as you can see. Really nice. And he is a Best Buy exclusive. And when I went, they had a nice amount of him. So I'm pretty sure you'll have luck finding him, and I hope you do, in case they don't carry a lot in your local Best Buys. But that's where he is. He is an exclusive to Best Buys. So start checking him out, because I know he came out on November the 1st. And let's take a quick little turn for him. This leg seems to be a little bit on the loose side, so I'll put his leg on this side, on the peg, to leave this leg alone. We'll give him that sturdability that he needs to stand up, like so. And here, this is how it was with the original. He gave a hard time to stand for a lot of different reasons. Oh boy, here you go. Here you go. So I'll turn him around. He is definitely not cooperating, and that's sad. It's a shame. Really trying really hard to showcase him for you guys. Turn him around, and you guys can enjoy him while he's turning. But it's a shame. His quality control is not too great either, but that's because they should have used a new buck, but that's besides the point. So there he is, IG-11, the Best Buy exclusive. Moving right along. And here you have one of the latest release. This guy came exclusive to GameStop with the pre-order of the new Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order video game from EA. And it is canon of the Star Wars universe right after Jedi. And this is one of the Purge Stormtroopers, looking really majestic in his red and black color scheme. This is the box that it comes with. Here's the box art there, as you can see. A picture of him, his profile, Purge Trooper. says there, Jedi Fallen Order, Black Series, turn it around, and here is his bio. And his bio reads, turn this off, put this here, says here, let's handpicked from the Stormtrooper legions for their aptitude and loyalty, Purge troopers accompany Inquisitors on escapingly dangerous missions. These troopers received additional training to make them a cohesive unit, formidable against any Jedi threats. And that is his bio. This is his box. Obviously, window box opening, right? And now let's take a little closer look at the Purge Trooper. And boom, we'll put the light on and we'll focus on him a little bit more. And look at that, really nice black mattes and sheen blacks with the red on the front and some gray and silver in the front as well. The visor looks almost see-through translucent with the classic trooper, chest piece and plate. A new type of belt that has these pieces in the front that go in the front, with the black and red pinstripe skirt, with the trooper, legs and armory, with these nice white imprints, I guess, of military or the position that they're in. Same thing on the gauntlet of their wrist or arm, forearm gauntlet. The new types of gloves, I believe, comes with the traditional old blaster or rifle and the old traditional blaster, as you can see there, and a nice matte black, as you can see. The nice symbol here for, I believe it's for First Order, if I'm not mistaken. The nice red details in the back and paint, as you can see. More details on the belt in the back, as you can see, and even this cuffed detail on the boots, I believe, are new as well. Never really seen that with these types of boots, which I think they've been used before. So really nice. The only problem with this figure is that, and he has also the symbols of stripes here, is that the armor in the body is very restrictive. So you can't really move around the way you want to. I picked two of them up because he's exclusive, again, like I said, to GameStop with the pre-order of the game, that just came out recently. Also because of the no number on the side. So really quick, what I'll do is I'll try to highlight him here, give him another spin. You guys can take a look at it. Like so, very nice. And I think he matches well with the newer stuff as well, because I also have, like, for example, to show you guys as an example, I have the TIE Fighter Pilot that came with the Black Series First Order TIE Fighter from the Jedi movie, the new one with Rey, the Force Awakens, I think it's called, right? That's the right title. And you can see they have a lot of similarities in their design and in their color scheme. He's very shiny, as you see there. With the type of helmets they got. So I think it has a really cool look. They look good side by side with the newer stuff as well. So like I said, here you go. So that's the Purge Trooper from the brand new video game, Jedi Fallen Order from EA. So let's keep it rolling. Now here we have from the new Rise of the Skywalker movie is coming out in like 25 days or so, or in a month. A new First Order Jet Trooper. Now I have shown this figure already because I have the carbonized version. Now this is the white, all on white regular version, as you can see here. And this trooper is a nice trooper, but the problem is he has some QC issues that I haven't had the luck to avoid. Here is his how you call it, here's his picture, his jet First Order Trooper, as you can see, Star Wars Black Series, and he's number 99 for those of you interested. And then here it says in the bios, specialized stormtroopers of the First Order Jet Troopers soar into battle equipped with agile rocket packs. So I guess we'll see them in action. And for what I understand, they're Sith First Order Jet Troopers, which are all in red as well, which those would probably look mean also. And when I say I haven't had luck with him in quality control, the first time I got him with this hand came broken, it came popped right off, to the point where when I looked inside, the piece that holds it with the new types of joints was ripped, so it wouldn't stay. So I had to get him changed. And then when I changed him, I look on the top of his noggin, and he has this big dent in his head of his helmet, which looks like he's got clocked over the head by something. So I'm trying to think of him as a First Order damaged jet trooper. And they're really nice. Looks very nice in the black and white motif, like the traditional classic trooper, even in the writings in the front. The mask, very clean looking, very nice looking, and I like that. And these, when you put up the arms, the way they did it is that the plates on the shoulders actually groove inside into the chest plates where they are. And these guys actually have also butterfly swivels, which is really nice. So this is the look at, and then he has the, obviously up and down, and all that nice rocker left and right. Really nice range of motion on the head, which is also one of the newer articulations they're using. I mean, he even splits pretty decent compared to the other guys in swivel on the top there. And really, in the way the backpack looks with the red highlights and the whites and the blacks, it's really nice. It looks really, really nice. This is a cool looking character and trooper. And like I said, he's coming with some quality control issues, but hopefully you guys don't go through that trouble like I did. This is my second one, and I might get a third one because that crease in the head kind of bothers me, even though I can do it as a damaged trooper. So there he goes. This is from the new Skywalker, Last Skywalker movie coming out. So he's great. He's great. And here we have another unexpected re-release or / updated figure, and he's also from the brand new Rise of the Skywalker. And this is obviously none other than the legend himself, C-3PO, with a secondary minifigure or mini alien character called, which is his face is right there, Booba Frick. And there's C-3PO, as you can see, Booba Frick, and obviously it's a Star Wars Black Series there, or Bubba Frick, I don't know. And then it says here on the bios, turn this off real quick. It says here, wow, let me see if it, okay, it says C-3PO longs for more peaceful times but his continued service to the resistance keeps him on the front line of the galactic conflict. And then for Boba Frick, or Frink, it says a tiny, well-regarded droid smith, Boba Frick can modify virtually any droid regardless of the security measures protecting it and its system. Now, what scares me about this, I hope this is not a spoiler for the movie, in the sense that if you notice, this 3CPO comes with the bandolier of none other than Chewbacca, right? And he also comes with Chewbacca's blaster. I hope this doesn't mean that Chewbacca dies in this movie, because I'm going to be really upset. There's no need to kill off Chewbacca, because he's an alien creature and he can live obviously well longer than any other human character. And I hope that's not what happens, and that's why C-3PO is wielding his accessories, due to the fact, throwing kind of an homage of 3CPO keeping his legacy, because Chewbacca saved him when he was torn into pieces in The Empire Strikes Back, where Chewbacca carries him in the basket, which we all know was a very iconic moment, and they're even making the figures re-released for that, which is an Amazon exclusive. This one has a really nice brand new paint job done to him. The gold has a nicer sheen to it, not vac metal obviously, but nicer sheen. And he has the updated forearm hands, with the joints were actually articulate, as you see, to give him a better range of movement, as opposed to the first release, which was a Wolverine exclusive that stayed this way, which he also has the hinges that go this way. And I noticed that he has like a gray color on the inside, but I don't know if that's like from battle damage, as you can see there, or if that's just paint that wasn't painted correctly on the figure, on mine. I don't know, because it's on both sides, if you notice. I hope that's not bad paint, but anyway, the point, for the most part, figures painted very well. And this right here is also another exclusive to Target. It's a Target exclusive, and you know, it's cool because this part here actually pops out, because I guess in the movie he has to be fixed for some reason, and I guess that alien character Babu Frick actually is the one who fixes him. And the great thing about this Babu Frick is that even though he's extremely tiny, and I mean tiny, look at this, you're not gonna tell by the video, but he's extremely tiny. He actually has some articulation. He actually swivels at the thigh, or waist rather, and he has arm articulation up and down on both sides, as you can see. I think he could even put it out and inward. His head actually moves as well, separately. And then he has this visor of welding when he's fixing droids, which is really freaking cool. And he has got a paint job on the top. Look at that paint job. He is really something else. Really small, but still they put attention. I'm glad that Hasbro did that, which also shows that this is more a premium line for them, even though it's in the $25 range. They're trying to treat it with more care and more of a, you know, what it is, a adult collectible figure. And let's give him a turn here just to make him shine, so you guys can see him in all of his glory. Even though that happened, of course, like always, because my setup sucks. I have to get a turntable soon. Or what you call the display turntable. So he is in all of his glory. R2D Toa, like they used to say. And his eyes have another feature. I believe that if you put him in the refrigerator, his eyes turn red for when he's mad, I guess. And they turn red. I don't know if this is if you hold it, they turn red, or I know it's there, the features. I've seen people review them and they've showed it off, and I thought that was pretty cool. So he is my newest one, the Target exclusive, and they had a bunch of him, so you're probably gonna get lucky and find them, of C-3PO with Babu Freak, or Babu Frick. So there you go. And last and certainly, definitely not least, is the brand new Jenna character figure from the Rise of the Skywalker movie, which we still don't know who she really is. And I'm hoping that she has some type of relation to Lando Calrissian, because I think that would be ultra cool. If that's his daughter, that would be amazing, in my opinion, to give Lando a legacy to continue on if they make other movies in the future. Here's Jenna. Here's her picture on the box, obviously where it says Black Series on the top there. And then her bio reads like so. It says, let's see if I can, there it is. From an oceanic moon, Jenna leads a band of warriors ready to charge against the forces of the First Order. So they don't try to give you too much detail, not to give any spoilers, but give you at least enough idea of what role she might play in the movie. And she's number 98 for those interested in finding out. So we'll put this back here, and now we're going to concentrate on what Jenna looks like. So take her off the base and bring her up close and personal. Oh boy. I hope you guys can see that. And here is Jenna. And she looks fantabulous. As you can see, beautiful. Her plastic comes off as more shiny, and I think that's just because of the fact that she is a black, elegant African American woman, and her skin color by nature is of a darker tone. So when you put it in plastic, I think it just interprets this way. Her beautiful black curly hair, looking all sexy and disco-esque stylized. And she has like that bandana there that looks like it has blood on it. I don't know if that's blood, but it looks like it. She has the bandana on her arm here with some nice paint work in red. The straps all around here with the beige and this metallic kind of like a ocean blue. Nice, gadgets on her straps, of her belt, her gun. It's a very new stylized type of gun. It looks like almost like a pirate style gun. In nature, there you go right there. Push it back in, really nice. She comes with the arrow, as you see, like so. There you go, right there, with the arrow that goes right through there. Those are the copper metallic gauntlets that look like they're in teal color too, almost, or ocean blue. The separate piece of the arrow holder, or sheath, to hold the arrows with some extra arrows in there. The tithering, leathery look of a cloak or robe that goes around her. It almost has a translucent look. Painted really well. Her body structure is really nicely done. Very female, but very strong and beautiful and sexy. And you know, her wrinkles in her pants, straps in brown, her legs showing in the bottom. These sandals and straps in red, which look really cool with the gray tips, heels, and gray backs with pointers. And I think she is a fantastic looking Star Wars figure. She has that Star Wars classic feel, but yet very modern. As you can see, the buckle here to hold her cloak as well. And I think she looks fantastic, and she's worth adding to your collection. And I'm very excited to see what is her role in the Rise of the Skywalker movie. I'm very excited to know what role she plays, and I'm really hoping that she is neither Lando's daughter, but she's going to be too young to be his wife, obviously. I was going to say wife, but Lando's daughter. So we'll showcase her again by turning her around, and she stands really well in the stands, as you can see. I could turn her around with no worries, and she holds the arrow and the bow really well, unlike the recent, you know, Power Rangers Lightning Collection adult collectors figures too that they have for the Power Rangers with the Pink Ranger, and also from the Overwatch video game. What's his name? Hanzo. The design for the arrow and the way they did it with the hands is really difficult to master, to keep it on them. So one quick look again at all of them, and just so that you can finish seeing my haul of my latest pickup of the latest waves of the 6-inch Black Series adult collectible series. So there we have it, guys. I know it was a longer running video, but this is my latest pickups in the Star Wars 6-inch Black Series adult collectible figure line from Hasbro. And you know, there have been a lot lately, especially now at the end of the year. If you guys saw my earlier review or showcasing of the other ones I got with the, you know, carbonized, you know, Jet Trooper and some other nice little goodies in there, you know that so far we've gotten a massive amount of Black Series, you know, collectible figures. And you know, I guess it's to be expected, since all year long was kind of sparse when it came to the Black Series line. And in this case, we're getting from a bunch of different venues. We're getting retro, we're getting from the video game, we're getting from the new TV series, we're getting from the animation, you know, like the Rebels and Clone Wars, and even prequels. So you know, it's if you're a Star Wars fan right now, and as adult collector for these figures, you're in, you know, adult collectible heaven. So guys, like always, leave a like, leave a dislike. If you like, if you didn't like, it's a thumbs up or a thumbs down. Share it with someone you think might like it. And as always, like I've always told you guys, I appreciate everything you do when you come by and stop by and show me love and support. I want to continue doing this. So if you guys ever want to help me out in any way, shape, or form, from the kindness of your heart, I do have a link down below in the description to my PayPal, where you can make any types of donations if you feel like you want to, as a one-time thing. And very soon I plan to open a Patreon page, and I know I don't really like the Patreon idea, but there's some things that have came up. Even though I'm a small channel, I want to continue growing it, and I think by doing this I'll be able to continue to do it. And if I get to a certain amount of subscribers, I don't want to fall into a bracket where I can get into some type of dilemma for doing something that should not be. So soon I will do a video explaining why, and probably explaining the tiers that that I'm going to do. So, you know, if I have 1,000 subscribers, 1,000 of you give me $1 every month, even though you don't have to, you'll help me a long way monthly. I'll be able to use that money to better my channel with content, buying these amazing collectibles to keep on showcasing them, reviewing for you guys, so you guys can see if they're worth your hard-earned money to pick up or not, if you're in the fence or if you don't have the liberty to always, you know, pick them up for whatever reason. And because I enjoy sharing my passion of the adult collectible hobby, same way that you guys do, that watch my videos, you know, for as long as I can, or as long as I'm living, right? And this YouTube platform, or even try to put them on Instagram or even on Facebook. If you guys want to follow me, I'm gonna do a dedicated page for my collectible reviews. So yeah, guys, like always, thank you for stopping by. There's my Star Wars haul so far, and keep collecting, enjoy, and like always, good luck hunting out there, and love you very much. See you on the next one. Bye bye.